Hello, hello. Good day. Happy Mother's Day, everyone, to all the moms out there: dog mom, cat mom, lizard mom, human mom, anyone who falls under the mom category, plant mom. I'm sure there's those too. I have a brown thumb, so I'm not one of them. Anyway, we are going to do a short stream today. It's probably going to be kind of short. So I want to kind of go looking to see if we can find a warped forest. I don't know if we're going to succeed. And when trying to look up coordinates, it was all like, haha, you can't find this. So we'll see what happens. I found a thing online that's supposed to kind of show you where things are. So we'll see if it's right. And if not, well, it'll be interesting. So let's figure out what all is in my pockets first. Maybe we need that to go there. No, I need to repair stuff, like, badly. So, for once, very temporarily, we are not so low on diamonds that we can't do this. We definitely want to repair that one. Ooh. It might not even be worth repairing that. Might as well just make a new one for that. It doesn't have anything on it. I don't know, is there something good we could put on it? Unbreaking would be good, protection would be good, but we can't do any of that right at this moment. So we're just gonna make a new one. Because if it's gonna cost just as many diamonds to repair that one as it would be to make a new one, and it's not enchanted or anything, then why bother? Boop boop be doo. Oh, we can mine those and those to get some more levels. And that's the pickaxe I need. I don't think it's going to take us back up to 16, but we could hope. Yeah, that didn't really take us very far at all. Oh well. Let's get our armor back on. We'll just use that one till it dies. This one I want to add other things to. And I'm thinking we might as well do it right now. Is it this one? Now I'm not sure. That's for my sword. which I also already have so much stuff on. I don't even know if I can put this on it. I don't know. How about we're just not going to worry about it. That's my feelings on it. Ooh, actually, maybe instead of throwing my stuff, we look for the buried treasure. Thanks for the happy Mother's Day kayaks. Let's see. Boop, boop. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, maybe let's look for the buried treasure instead of going looking for warped stuff. We can look for warped stuff too. We'll probably have time, even though we're doing a short one today, because, yeah, we're going to do Mother's Day stuff later. At least that's the theory. Does anyone else have good plans for Mother's Day? Or any plans for Mother's Day? We're gonna go see a movie and maybe get some food. I don't know. We haven't gotten quite that far. It depends on the schedule. And then we'll go over to see to the in-laws and do dinner with them. So it should be a good day. What direction am I even heading? Am I heading the right way? I think we are heading the right way. We are now, as I've decided. Considering it's pretty difficult to actually know if you're going the right way until the dot starts to get bigger. And if we're gonna have to go across land and all sorts of craziness, we better have a bed. It is so much easier to know where I'm going with our old houseboat sitting in the water there. I know we still have to tweak it, but I do like it. I think it looks pretty decent. Alright, we're just gonna leave our boat and go grab a bed. Maybe should grab some more food too. We didn't think about this real hard, did we? Where did... I had an extra bed at some point, didn't I? Or did I lose it? I probably lost it. I probably put it somewhere really logical, which is why I can't find it at all. Boop, boop, be-doo. But we can grab some food while we're at it. Let's switch. There we go. That's better. What was I gonna do? That. There we go. Potatoes. Oh, and we still need a bed. Where did I put it? I swore we had one. I swore we had an extra bed. I'm clearly just losing my mind. You know, no one's surprised. And we'll make a red one again, because we have so much red dye. There. Alright. Adventure take 2. Okay, we need to go northwest. We think, anyway. And I know I've said it before, but I really wish there was like an auto button. There probably is, and I just don't know what it is. Because that seems to be usually how it goes. Right. As long as we are heading kind of northwest, we should be good. In theory. Oh, the kiddo was funny this morning. She insisted on putting, well, you know, Wesley usually tries to hang out with me, whether he needs to or not, for streaming time. However, she also made sure that the other little dog, Buttercup, was in here. So I have the littles with the little ones, the little puppies. Yeah, she decided that apparently I need stream sidekicks. So and she asked me why I was going to stream today since it's Mother's Day. And I was like, because, you know, I want to. I want to see my friends and hang out with you all. And that's why we're going to do a short one, though. So that way, I think she has all sorts of things planned. And I don't want to tread all over that either. But I had a really long, really long work week, and you know, this is part of my like unwind, happy, hang out, fun time, and not that hang out with my kiddo and the hubs isn't also fun, especially when they, you know, are trying to do special things. I don't know. I found myself kind of looking forward to. Okay, we have gone way far the other way and not. And I've lost my boat. So we need to just keep going pretty much straight north, I guess. Oh, that's a big bit of lava coming out over there. So, I know, I found myself very much looking forward to the idea of streaming. And so, here we are. And hopefully we can find this buried treasure without too much trouble. Knowing our luck, have we explored that? I mean, it's pretty dismantled. It kind of looks like we have. I'm thinking we have. Okay, well, I can't go straight north. There's kind of, you know, a big cliff in front of me. Let's see if we can go around it. Nope, and there's a underwater portal. I wonder, can we go through here? I doubt it. I bet we have to go running through the rain. I bet that's what we have to do. Huh? And this is part of the reason why we brought a boat. Or, a boat. Good grief, a bed. It might have been closer for us to start this journey over by where we found the last buried treasure. I've really not harvested melons yet. I totally thought that we had. Well, I guess it's a good thing I'm doing it now. That should be more than enough for us to grow melons back home. I don't need the wheat seeds. Except that I'm going to run right through them and pick them back up again. Oh, and there's the new cool pigs. I will acquire the new cool pigs, but I'm not gonna do that today. We're just gonna keep focused on this. Hello, Mr. Enderman. Yeah, I super have a feeling that we're gonna end up being like over by where we were for the last buried treasure, and we're just gonna be kicking ourselves for not going through the nether to get there. Because I have made a path in the nether from that one. For no real, I mean, there's not anything specific over there that we kind of want or need. It's just more because we could. But, you know, I guess if we die or something, we can go that route instead. This is definitely the way we went to get there. Did anyone do anything interesting this weekend? Anything fun? Pretty sure most anything was more fun than my weekend. I worked all weekend. And I don't usually. So, yeah, pretty sure everybody's weekend was more fun than mine. I mean, unless you were also working. But it's just kind of cruddy when, you know, it's supposed to be your days off, and yeah, Saturday is like the catching up on stuff and the chore stuff and the, you know, whatever else stuff, and I couldn't do any of that because I was busy trying to finish up all the work that had been piled on me throughout the week. Like I said, it had been a really long week. Yeah, hence why we're here. Well, we're always here on Sundays, but specifically why we're here this Sunday. Yeah. Smarter. Not harder, Ed. Come on. You know, it's like we don't know what we're doing. Okay, we probably don't, but, you know, we pretend like we do. Okay, we do need to go a little east also. At least, I think. Always trying to do it the hard way, you know. That is generally how we seem to go through most of our Minecrafting days, huh? Doing it the hard way. Random water block. Yep, and all the leaf litter. I think it's cool that they added that. I don't know that it was strictly necessary or anything, but I think it's kind of cool that they added it. And I do kind of like the falling leaves. This feels like a space that I tried to carve a hole in before. It just seems like a me thing that I would have done. Doopy doopy doo. Ooh, we are gonna grab some more of these. I know, I grab them every time we see them. And then my pockets are full of them. And I haven't done a thing with them yet. Not one damn thing. They're just sitting in my chests waiting for me to decide to do something with them. I really like them, so I keep getting them. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. Maybe use them to, well, definitely use them to decorate something. But what? I don't know. Like, are we just going to put them around our house? Ew, I almost fell down a hole. That would have been bad. Or put them by the dock. That might be kind of neat. Do something really strange and like put them on the houseboat. I mean, we could. It's our world. We can do what we want. Now, and it is starting to get dark. So we are going to have to do the stuff and the thing and the stuff. We're going to place our bed right here under the cherry trees. Okay, we're going east. I think we need to switch to head more north again. Hello, sheepy. I think we already have some sunflowers, but I'm grabbing more because I want sunflowers. And again, I think we already have some, and I have literally done nothing with them. But we're grabbing more in case I'm wrong, or, you know, delusional, imagined it, whatever. Well, our treasure dot is getting bigger, so we are getting closer. North we go. Yep, and that's got us going. We need to go more this way? I guess so. Maybe not fall down into the pit. That would be useful. You know, not dying. So this way. Yes, we're going up the mountain. Uppy the mountain we go. And grabbing blue flowers. We seem to not really be finding a lot of blue flowers. And I'm kind of a fan of blue dye. Wow, this is a big nether portal. Fire charge. And pressure plate. You know, because we super need a pressure plate. I am going to write down where we are, though. Because I think that might be a good idea to not fall in the lava. Might be a good idea to come back here and, you know, activate this portal. We're near Savannah, so that would be useful. And especially if we can get back and forth kind of conveniently through the nether, that would be good. So let's also deal with the lava. Although I guess if we had water buckets, we don't. We could get obsidian. However, I'm not going to do that right now. Oh, and there is a decent amount floating around anyway. Out of curiosity, that's totally what I thought. Okay, we are going to stand in the middle of it and write it down. Okay, -1044. I know I don't really need the middle number, but I always write it down anyway, because otherwise my brain gets confused later. Cool. Okay. Back to looking for treasure. need to be going pretty much straight north. Are we going straight north? We're going as straight north as I think we can be. Oh, we must be close. We are... It's filling in the map, so we must be close. Maybe it would be useful if I, got in the boat instead of just trying to swim over. Okay, so according to this, it should be like right here. Where is my trusty dusty shovel? And usually you don't have to go down too many blocks to get there. So what am I missing? Besides now needing to plug up this hole so that I don't have to deal with it. Boop boop be doo. I mean, did we not go far enough? Is it like... There it is. There's our buried treasure. Ooh, and there's some good stuff in here. Diamonds, we always like diamonds. Iron, we don't need, but we will take. Prismarine crystals, which I know have a use that I have completely forgotten what it is right now. More food. And potions of water breathing that we also definitely can use. And we have buttloads of sand for no good reason. We're gonna keep them though. Those don't stack because of course they don't. Why would they? Okay, and we never really figured out the thing of whether I need to break it or not. But we're gonna throw my axe at it because that's definitely a thing that we need to do. Well, it's getting close to night. That's why I want to sleep in the bed. Stop telling me I can't do it. Throw you in there. Come on. Thank you. Okay. Well, we got to here faster than I thought we would, actually. Let's go. Back to that portal. I don't think that there's enough obsidian just floating around there for us to be able to to reconstruct it. But we can take a look. There it is. I was wondering where it went. Just losing all the tools today. Okay, yeah, negative x and positive z. So, like, this way. Now, I can see it. Why am I looking at coordinates? It's right in front of my stupid face. It's right there. I can see it. I mean, like, barely at the moment, but still. It's right there. Hello, cows. And I know we don't strictly need a portal as big as they had made it, but you know, it's kind of nice to have a big portal occasionally. You get out of my way, dirt. You too. Alright, we'll mine these. We'll get the crying obsidian out of there. I don't know why they always stick crying obsidian into portals when you can't use it. Or if you can, I have somehow missed the something. Because every time I've tried, it doesn't work. So, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Actually, let's be smart. We'll do this, then we can pull it back out. Put the crying stuff in there. Get this bad boy out of here. Okay, so let's look at this thing. We are missing a whole lot. Well, what if we did make it a little bit smaller? And we've emptied that chest, but we're going to leave that there. I don't know if we did that. We'll keep the stone outer structure. It does make it kind of a visible beacon. But if we make the rest of the portal, the actual portal part, a little bit smaller, that might make life a little simpler. What do we think? Yeah? Yeah, I think so. Of course, not quite high enough. There we go. Get these out of here. Is that tall enough? Now I'm not certain. Let's find out. It is. Go me. Alright, we are going to stick some light somewhere. There we go. And put some light over here. And over here. I'll put this one on this side. Right. Let's find out where we end up. Yeah, provided I don't jump over the portal. Well, we are in the middle of another crimson forest. So let's write it all down because we know I like to write things down. Okay, where does that put us in relation to any of the other ones? I really need to reorganize my coordinate notes because they're on like 14 different pages spread across an entire notebook. It's a little bit of a mess. Well, doesn't really put us anywhere close. But let's get some of this opened up. And we'll slap a label on it. Because I really would like to, connect everything. Or try to, anyway. And so far, knock on wood, we've done not too terribly with connecting most or finding paths through the nether to most of the portals we've found. And it does just make it a little bit easier to travel around. Right, we'll open this up, see what else is around here. This portal is definitely a lot lower on the Y than all of the others. It's at like 38 and most of the others are in the 70s. So that could be potentially interesting. Question mark, maybe? Or potentially a problem. Because, that's also a thing. Alright, well, we've done, I think, enough damage. Let's get a sign on here. Let's stick some torches on here. Guess there's not really a point in putting a torch back there. Collect all of our debris we've left all over the place. And let's not fall in the lava. Yeah, just, man, not falling in the lava. I think not falling in the lava is a good plan. So if we were to try to find and connect things, where that one's probably good. So we would need to go up pretty significantly and towards positive X works. Also, jumping would be useful. And who knows, maybe we'll run into some warped forest on the way. Because that is, well, kind of where we originally were going to try to find today. So maybe if we do... Alright, what are we looking like? Yeah, we are looking like landing in lava. That's what we're looking like. Landing in the lava. And unfortunately, it's going to come all the way down because lava is stinky like that. Stupid, stinky lava. Okay. No, you're not supposed to go this way. Bad lava. That is one of the downsides that I find to netherrack. Like, yeah. I know I've talked about it 1,000 times. I really like the color. I like the color of the bricks and all that. But it breaks so easily that sometimes it does things that you don't want it to do. Really? It's just gonna be that kind of a day. Poop. Okay, well, I need to get up there and block both of them off now. I don't really know why we tried that plan. We knew that plan wasn't going to work, but we tried it anyway. Oh, I didn't break my bed down here. You know, that was kind of a happy coinky dink. Hey, we don't want you. Except now I've broken the bed, so, you know, if we die, let's just put the bed over by the portal. That's probably the best way to do it. Just put it over by the portal. I mean, we've got chests and stuff over here. We've got no reason not to have a bed over here too. There. And we're going to take advantage of this chest and get some of this stuff out of here. Because we don't need all of that right in our pockets. Put the stone brick in here because I'm pretty sure that stone brick goes with all of this stuff anyway. Alright, let's go clean up the mess we made and see if we can figure out a way out of here. Very carefully go through the middle. Ha! Doing it the hard way before, Ed. Come on. Stop doing stuff the hard way. Always doing stuff the hard way. That's generally how this works for me. You know, like now. While that's not the ideal placement for the block, it does seem to work. So, anyone want to hazard a guess as to how we get up? This way seems to be kind of clear. Sort of, maybe. Well, I need that button too. Okay. Boop, 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 boo. Yes. Nope, I hear piglins. And of course now the music has kicked in. Alright, we are headed in the right direction. I can make the path on the back end neater later, since we ran into lava. It's all a little goofy. But this direction, knock on wood, so far seems to work. Usually helps if you clear out some blocks above your head. Makes it a lot easier to move. You know. Of all the silly things. Okay, we are basically at the level we want to be at. So we're just going to make a straight line. Yeah, the most exciting thing ever. But we are getting there. Okay, we better take a look at our coordinates and see where we're at. Okay, we are definitely moving in the right direction. Okay. Where is going to be the best way to try and just bridge across? I think over here. So let's put a torch. And get that out of here. Alright, we need to get over a little bit more. Do we think that's probably good enough? Or do I need to get over a little bit more? Thinking a little bit more. Yeah, I think this will probably work. I hope. It's what we're going with anyway. You need to not stay there. Ah! Oh, you also needed to not fall off the thing. So, I guess... Oh well. This is, however, why we brought a bunch of extra blocks. Although we did not bring enough extra blocks. We're going to end up using other stuff. Well, come on. Just doing dumb stuff again. It's doing the dumb stuff stream. Put you there, and you there. So that I can do this. And killed the piggies. Preferably without falling into the lava. Okay. Piggy is down. Nope. And there's more porky chops. Come here, porky chops. Thank you. Get some of this out of the way so that we actually have an idea of where we're going. Okay, now we need to go down a little bit, but could be worse. I'll just stick torches. But we do need to go more this way. Sort of like right that way. I was waiting for him to decide. Okay. We're not fighting then. Alright. That's a you problem, not a me problem. Oh, and since we're now down to 1 heart, we better just hang out here for a moment and eat. Okay. Make sure we're going the right direction again. Because we need more Z than we need X, but we need both. And stick a torch. And another torch. Doopy 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 doo. Right, we do need to start going down. I just kind of want to take a look. What's over here? Nope. Where's my torchy torch? Okay. Don't like these blocks being right above my head. I don't know why it bothers me, but it does. And we're gonna break those and put those there. It's a good indicator of where we are going. And let's see, down one more, put a block there. I know, we've gone up and then too far up, and now we're going back down. this should be... Yes, this is the level we want. So we're just gonna go straight this way. We're still going towards positive Z, right? Yes. No, and we have hit what is definitely a path of ours. I am sure of it. So let's grab... Wrong button. Don't care about you. We'll make a sign. We'll find an easier way to deal with it later. Let's go this way. Okay, portal by sunken ship, which means... Okay. Oh, there's jungle. We need to edit this sign. And there we go. Alright, we do need to make it a little bit easier to know where we're going and what we're doing. Hello, Mr. Piglin. Okay, so put a sign here, arrows. There. That way we know that's the exit, and then we'll put a sign there that says the other way. That is super not how you spell a portal. Let's just make sure, since we're down here doing the thingy things and the stuffy stuff. Yes, I am pretty sure that that is the way. How about we plug that hole? Okay, well, we have found our way home. We didn't find a warped forest in the process, but we can't always have everything we want. Every time I see that block, I keep thinking that it's like a sign, but it is not. And we need to edit this sign. There we go. And And now we will head back. And hopefully we don't run into too many hogs, because we would spawn not back at home or back at the other bed. Actually, we might spawn back at the other bed. I'm pretty sure I clicked it. I don't feel like dealing with you right at this moment, Mr. Gast. So we're not going to worry about him. No, as I almost fall off the cliff. But we do have to worry about that guy. Bye. See ya. And I don't know where the Enderman went. But since he's not right here, we're not going to worry about him. We are just going to go home. And here we are back at home, sweet home. Where I somehow have forgotten how to actually open doors. Let's dump all of this stuff. I think I'll worry about the rest of the stuff later. We'll just dump some of this stuff. Yeah, the easy to dump stuff. Yeah. Everybody's favorite part of stream. Sorting the storage. Okay, where are any of my spare chests? Do I not have any more? I thought I did. Well, I guess they're going in here then. The random pressure plate. Okay, I guess you have to stay in there. Yeah, see, I told you I thought I had some, and then here I am like, I don't know, I don't remember. Well, whatever. Now we have more. Because I like them. So we might as well have more. Right? Right. So I have glistering melons, which I don't know what you do with. I will have to figure that out someday. You don't go there, you go there. And you go here. And the treasure map goes there. That's the one of our house, I'm pretty sure. Right. Fix our home spot and sleep for the night. So, unfortunately, like I said, we kind of had plans and stuff, so this is going to be a short stream. So that is going to be it for me today. Everybody, drink some water, have some food, have a great start to your week tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I hope all of you have a good Mother's Day for anyone who is doing Mother's Day things. And if you're not doing Mother's Day things, just have a good Sunday in general. So, have a great day, and I will see you all on Tuesday at the usual time. Bye, everyone.